Boom, baby, boom. Rise and it's your morning motivation time. Welcome from beautiful Finland. Your boy Marky Saint is back in the Lanela spot, which means big windows, even though we're covering them because the sun got so hot last night. Out with the old and with the new. Not sure if you can see it, but over there is a old tower being destroyed and a new tower already built. And that's how the water systems are around here. Your boy Saint is going into a meditated state this morning. I wasn't able and available. Check out this house, a mess. Hot tub's got no water in it. We got beautiful plants out here. The house is still a mess. Pizza, chips, weed, plastic, dirty clothes, everything. My pile of shit here growing because I've been here so long. Gotta work on that too. Your boy Saint. Let's get some light in here, shall we? Let the light in because I just let a little bit of consciousness into my world happen. Um, Getting a good solid hour sleep. I mean, fuck, this place is thrash and these dishes done. There's shit everywhere. Random weed leaves, microwaves even open. You already know what time it is. Even the plants are still trying to. There's drawers outside of the refrigerator. Like, this place is a mess. But I'm in this bitch somehow, some way. You know, we got Finland passports. We got butts on shirts. We got It's Addiction logos. And I have the power. And the reason I'm going live this morning is not to waste your time on how dirty this house is, but how clear my mind is. You know, once that I got back into fitness and got a regular sleep schedule, I had a solid sleep last night, and I had a conversation with myself this morning, you know, a conscious conversation about how happy am I? You know, I only have in Finland less than 2 weeks, and I'm already in my consciousness missing my friends. I'm already, you know, loving this place. It finally came alive inside me. You know, Finland has such a perfect heaven on earth feeling. You know, they say when they're the happiest people on earth, you don't get to measure the winters. You don't get to see the 9 foot of snow and the miserable and the being inside for 9 months. I only come here to get that little part of the other 3 months that of the year that highlight life and girls in skirts and people smiling and the weather being perfect, and these things combined into what makes me happy. And obviously being around these people make me happy because otherwise I wouldn't be here. Even though all the chaos went on, there's still some kind of divine timing. Even my friends fighting almost Finland style, they've already forgiven each other. They've already, it's water under the bridge. Yesterday's old news. I don't even want to talk about it type shit is what I was told. And for me, I hold so much to perfection and mistakes. And does someone else like me, and how did I fuck up a relationship and things of that nature. I obsess about it. We all have obsessive thinking, but we might not have obsessive creativity. And one of the ones that I read was this guy that I think he's the author of The Honeymoon Effect. And he talks about when you're first in love, how creative you become. Let me get some water. How creative we become as individuals when we are in love, and we're working from the subconscious to creative consciousness of being on this planet. Heaven on earth is to create. He made the statement that heaven is a subjective value. You know, it's subjective to the way you think heaven is. And if you ask another person, they're going to say heaven is a certain way. And that's the way And then I think there's a conscious collective that people have all said that heaven is maybe some clouds and all our ancestors up there smiling. The truth is that we create heaven through our subconscious was when we're being very creative. We're on this earth to create. I'm creating this idea, designs, brands, and my life. And if I was out of sorts with my life, which I have been, um, making mistakes going through this process called life, my friend, shout out to Benny Mac, co-producer, sent me a clip of Einstein's, doing the math, and 9 plus 9 is 0, or 9 and 9 and 1 is 9, and then 9 and 2 is 18, that kind of thing. 9 and 10 is 91. And everybody started to laugh at him because obviously it's 90. It's an easy math thing. This guy's supposed to be a genius. And he said, that's what people do. We got 9 of the answers correctly. I love looking at my fingernails. 9 of the answers correctly, but we'll only focus on what was the mistake. We'll only key in on what we did wrong. And that's where my mind goes. My mind goes obsessively, like you really fucked up a chance with that really hot girl that you really, really liked, or you really fucked up that chance with that customer and it went really, really sour, or you really fucked up with your shop, you really fucked up with prison, you really fucked up. And the repetitiveness of it in my subconsciousness has led me into a world where I'm a fuck up. I'm a loser. All I do is make mistakes. I'm a shit magnet. And lo and behold, I started to create things that vibration from fear, from lack, from not a good place. And what triggered me this morning, or what enlightened me this morning, was ignited me actually, was meditating and also sitting with some thoughts long enough to watch my mind flicker in different directions. It's like, oh, well, it goes in this direction. Oh, you want to think about that? Let's think about that. Let's think about the Terminator, and let's think about us making robots as smart as us, and then they process information. They never forget information. I think of things that have happened as like landmarks. When you're on the road, the mile marker 972 is so forgotten in the back of my rear view mirror. Spaceships don't have rear view mirrors. They did. Yeah, boy, flexing on these hoes. That you forget some of those details that I think unless I do, obsess over. And it's almost a reprieve to our memory systems, or the matrix that we play in our own heads of, what kind of conditioning do I teach myself? When I'm out there yesterday and the sun is setting and there's nice water and there's people swimming, no one's arguing, there's no violence, this is peace on earth. It literally was like Finland is heaven. But as I said the words, Finland perfect, it's also fucking Finland, because it's just like anything else. Comes the 9 months of misery, comes the heartache and pain. It's easy when you are in the honeymoon phase. When you're in love and under the ether, everything is magic. You can co-create with someone and see that that's what you're supposed to create life together. And that's a blessing in our lives to be able to say, I am the creator of my life. I am the subtotal of all the decisions that I made and the vibration that I carry. He said that heaven was us as a frequency, a vibration. Saints light up the world. To bring your non-fear-based, love-based, creative self to people is about the utmost service that you can do. To create heaven on earth, actual heaven on earth. And yes, the sunshine and the view, and I should post a lot of pictures. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I took so many photos of just fresh spring trees and people rowing on open water, being next to open water. People were all gathered watching the sunset. Everybody had their towels out. Everybody was in harmony. And to create harmony between human beings instead of fear and deceit and consumption, there was abundance, and there was an abundance of beautiful women around. There was abundance of sunshine. There was abundance of happy. And to be able to program myself, reprogram myself, to talk about reprogramming, that's what the subject was about, reprogramming heaven on earth, to reprogram myself to not only get these muscles back, and my definition, lose weight, which by the way I have, your boy Saint. Somebody's got to lose the weight. And I promised I would. I promised this self to myself that I would get off the sugars, get off the cookies, and figure out where that gym was at, so I could figure out how to get my mind back, so I could figure out where was my happy. After having so many traumatic events happen in my life, I lost my happy. I lost my self-respect for myself. I lost my way. It was back to the fast foods. It was back to the masturbation. And as an addictive personality, it obviously ran to sugar. It ran to quick gratification. It ran to porn. It ran to what else? Weed still. I'm gonna actually keep rolling up. I'm fucking still lit from this morning's bong rip. But it got me in a zone in my mind where I could have a conversation with myself. You know, my mind wanted to run. Oh shit, you're about to go to Berlin and you're about to travel again. And how many bags do you have? And yesterday I got all prepared to go to this event that's today, but I even told my friends it was yesterday. And all my friends fixed up their schedule and I fucked up the timing. So now they can't be going tonight, which is Saturday. I thought it was Friday and I fucked it up. Awareness. Being able to raise your awareness about yourself and your surroundings and your creativity, it seems to be the utmost reason why we are alive. Like, if anything, it's our lives. It's the way that we are and the way that we create that makes our surroundings important for us to be able to see ourselves through all the bullshit, through all the chaos, and see mistakes are part of the game. Fear can destroy the future. And the vibration that we carry inside will co-create what we want to happen, what we desire to happen. I've been preaching this all this whole time with Saints Addiction. The guy said it last night, preach. And I'm like, yes, this is what I do in the morning. I do preach. That we could sit and identify our lives, identify our accountability of our actions, how much power we have to create our own reality. It takes a certain type of brain to look back into the past and say, I helped develop that. Mistakes and all, fear and love, I was a part of all of that. And that is shocking to our systems. It is shocking to believe how powerful you are. Most people don't want to identify that they are gods. They don't want to say, I am God on earth creating my environment and the environment of others around me. Am I going to be an ambassador of love, or I'm going to be an ambassador of chaos? Lord knows I have been an ambassador of chaos, running on competition, running on fear, or running on over calculation. There's a thing. Thinking that I had to outwit my fellow human being, that if I was a smarter monkey or mammal, that I would have more bananas. As if I were to play the game like a cheat, like a trump. I was going to do something subversive to get there. And as long as I got there and as long as I was a winner, I was happy. But as I climbed to these certain me, there weren't as many happy people. To even get on this planet, I can get to the furthest crutches of Finland, Helsinki, fucking an island you've never heard of in Thailand, and still have to interact with human beings, still want the environment to be happy. It's not enough that I get to see the sunset and I get to be there. Not enough that my friends are there with me. But it's also that other people are happy and in co-symbiance with this scenario. I am not trying to be a hermit on this planet. I am not trying to go to the furthest reaches and just live by myself and consider that happy. By no means, no ma'am. I expect to interact with my fellow human beings and enjoy this earth. It is very important to me to stay connected to people and nature, and attachments are part of our survival. So if we are to co create, cohabitate, live on this earth together, it's going to take a coordinated effort. This man seems to believe that the whole world would change overnight almost if we all started to be on a subconscious creative level. But instead, what happens after the honeymoon phase ends is that you end up start going, oh, we do still have to pay for bills. I kind of go back to fear. I go back to my programming, and I go back into my patterns. And this is where we leave our our honeymoon phase. We get back. How did we go from this? We found each other. We're so in love. We created life to destruction and separation and loneliness. How does that consistently seem to happen when all of us know how powerful we are together? I told that to my ex. I said, we can create something together. Me and you, our energy together. We can create something. And we sure as fuck did. Right after that, I said, you go do something. I'll go do something. Go do the dishes. Pull up the tent. We were camping. And while I pulled up the tent, she decided to kind of come over and help me with the tent. At that time, I was like, will you fucking get the fuck away from me? Can you not just stick to the plan and not ad-lib the plan? Just go do the dishes. Give me 10 minutes to breathe so I can calm myself down. Instead, she wanted to ad-lib the plan, do what she wanted to do, like come over and help me with my job when I gave her a job to do. She didn't want to do the job. I'm not her boss. I'm not her I don't know, master to tell her what to do. So she came by and slid me part of the fucking tent test to say I'm doing my own task. I'll do it my own way, and it made me explode and furious. And it was out in nature where I should be at my happiest, and to stop co-creating with her, I started separating from her. I read up today. Let me get some more of this water. I read it today, or I listened to it today, where they said yelling is for emergencies. I was yelling out of frustration. I learned from my pre-programming from my parents that yelling was a regular occurrence. Violence was a regular. To blame that on my parents for what my actions are now is not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is the energy can co-create, or a saintly side, my loving side, my spirit side, with my aura on right. I'm very charismatic. I have friends that want to come visit me. They welcome me. They look forward to me. My energy. They tell me it's a. Let me touch my heart, cusping my heart, all of it. My friends gonna miss me, and I'm gonna miss them in this fucking place. And it's almost like I gotta fucking move here, and I don't want to move on to my journey, and I want to kind of delay another month at least to just enjoy this weather and these people and the sunshine. And then there's the other side where I've been destructive, where I witnessed my friends fighting and being a part of irritation and arguments, and a little too much ego, a little too much testosterone, and a lot too much of destructive behavior. To identify that self in myself while I'm meditating in the morning is a very deep, dark, and personal conversation. I wish you guys could fly in my mind with me. I wish you guys were on the drone footage, or just even on top of the car while we were cruising around beautiful Helsinki, looking at the life of it, going through the Gay Pride Parade area, and going through multiple parks, going through the graveyard. It's a beautiful, I guess it's a world famous graveyard right next to the water in Helsinki. I'm sure you can Google it. But that in itself was just like eye opening, that I get to walk past where someone else had their last breath and step are there. And they obviously had a life because they made a fucking rock to say, I lived. I was alive. I did something with my life. And more to be notable than earning money to buy the rock that was on top of them, what path did they create for themselves? While I'm walking the path past their lives, what kind of lives did they live? besides for their names chiseled into these rocks, besides for the fact that I'm alive right now with my friends, feeling good. The weather is great. The sun is up, setting, water, picnic, chill, smoke weed. I'm alive. Did they have days like that? And how many more days will I have like that? How many of my days left will I treat myself to a happy experience and to a reality that I actually do show up tonight? My friends also show up tonight, and I get to see some friends I haven't seen in a long time. Live my dream, co-create, get my ideas out there, create that energy just like we did at the Lohala Jam. I get to listen to Kube rap. I haven't seen him in ages, and he's let me set up and make my shirts live. I get another chance at creating that vibe of being a creator, a guy that actually says he's going to do what he's going to do and put some energy behind it so it is what it is. I can't sit under the shade of a tree I don't plant. It doesn't make sense to expect heaven to come if you're not pre-programming yourself for heaven, if you're not on a repetitive basis telling yourself that subconscious behavior that I am happy. And I had to allow myself to be happy, so preconditioned by poverty, trauma, bullshit, that my overthinking brain has been beating down my subconsciousness. My eyes almost started to get water with this thought because it's like the years of just saying that you're fat, you need to be a success to be something. Second place is the first loser. People think you're a loser. People don't like you. You have a bad reputation. And in some parts, I would allow that to be true, even if I paid people back, even if I gave them an opportunity at my festival, even if it was my birthday and I just lost my child. None of that mattered. How many times do I allow myself to be happy? Do I even allow myself to be happy? There's a lot of us that get a chance to be happy and then we'll reach for the drama book, or we'll jump back into our pre-programming, and instead of reprogramming ourselves to be happy. That was the shock of this thing. I can put the link below, but to create your own heaven on earth where you stay creative, where your passion is your work. That's what it takes for us to keep that committed for that many hours to do the things that it takes to be in a creative state. Did it help that I was on the water and it was peaceful and there's no violence and everybody was chilling? You damn right that helps. But I also have to help myself with my thoughts and keep on myself about being healthy, eating the right stuff, portion control, no sugars, workouts, fresh air, sunshine on my skin, sunshine on my eyes, sunshine in my spirit. And to bring that with me, even everything I've been through, is a blessing. To be able to keep programming myself, to keep, even if it's through travel or even if it's through mental words, to say, I am still happy. I am happy. I'm allowed to be happy. I am content, and I don't need more than to be alive, to have some food, to have some fresh water, fresh food, and some fresh sunshine upon my skin every day. I am living a blessed life. Will there be tragedies? Yes, they may. And that mistakes, they are a part of life. And to anybody that's never tried anything, has not lived at all. And to make mistakes means you have tried. And to even give any effort means that you can ignite. It means at any moment you can light up a dream just like a firework because it's about to be 4th of July. And that is some powerful shit. The fireworks in our minds, the ideas and effort and communication and love comes from us all. There's not a soul on this planet that hasn't ever dreamt of love and connection and attachment. It's a part of our fundamental ways. We need healthy friends. We need healthy patterns. We have to constantly train our subconscious of what our vibe is. I'm happy. I'm happy. And a happy mark attracts other women. and he attracts love, and he attracts friends, and he attracts opportunities, he attracts memories. That guy can make himself a little bit more happier than the hell that he was living in. The addiction of it, where I created my own hell, where I was trying to find happy, I was trying to find heaven, but I was separating the two. It's a dichotomy of our lives. And sure, there's heaven here right now in Finland, but rest assured, in the winter, it's not, nobody's smiling or clicking their heels. We have to find a way to program ourselves. This is the only coping mechanism that works for human beings. So be able to kind of lie to yourself, to live in some sort of deception. And I know that doesn't even sound sellable, but we lie to ourselves all the time. I was reading the other day that the average human tells 1.6 lies a day. When we're lying to ourselves, right? I'm no good. Everyone hates me. I fucked that up. Mistake master. You suck. Those are lies too. Those are lies that we believe and repeat to our subconscious so that it becomes the vibe. We've seen the vibe in people. You can see other people that have the energy instantaneously. They have a glow about themselves. They have the light. They have that smile. Maybe it's the headphones that they're wearing, the song that they're listening to. Maybe they just got laid. We gravitate towards that. The other people are trying to pull us towards them. The greed, the negativity, the misery loves company. They're trying to keep you towards it. Like, look, please come drink with us. Come do some speed. Come ruin your life. We're really happy right now. Let's fake it so that you can make it too. Fake it till you make it is horrible advice. How about make it? Just that alone. Making your words have affirmations and mantras and shit that actually, and awesome, that actually pumps you up. Giving yourself credit for the full events of your life. It's easy to stay critical when you're being not accommodating, accountable. And when you're being accountable, you got to calculate all that. You got to get all on your calculator, your human calculator, and say all these things. But the fact that you're even having a calculator out, that you're even having a calendar out, that you're being accountable gets bonus points. Don't forget to give yourself the bonus points of effort, the bonus points of mantras, the bonus points of memories, that there are things out there that go in our favor. And while we might make the pile really big over here, it's a shit pile. And I'm sure it smells like shit. I'm sure roses smell like poo, 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 poo. But this part right here and this part right here are all inclusive in this journeys of our lives. And if you're even to live, you're going to be in both parts of the field and the mud, the flowers and the mud. It's an open field for us all. May we keep walking in fields. May we keep stopping to smell the flowers. May we forget the mud that's upon our feet and know we can wash that away. It's only a matter of the journey and the path that we walk. And now I sound like Saints Addiction. Now I'm practicing reach, preach, and teach. This is definitely my morning motivation. If you got anything out of these words, if you get anything out of the vibe or the feeling, or if you even want to comment below and say, yo, man, this is where I started pre-programming myself. These are the words that I tell myself to keep myself pumped up and aligned. Secret programming, to reverse the lies that I've been telling myself, and to give myself some kind of opportunity at a heaven on earth. That's what Finland's been for me. That's what I'm getting out of this experience. And no matter the tragedies that I've been through, yesterday was a beautiful day. Today is a new day. And I'm going to make the most out of every day. May you be blessed. Peace and love. And as always, Chi Gata. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Belo. Beijos. Go be free. Peace. Blessings.